Hello, in this YouTube video, we will be going over week 33 morning work, day 1 and day 2, and practicing several skills. So let's look at the first question in day 1. It says write less than, greater than, or equal to make the statement true. We have 5/8 and 1/8. And so it's really important to draw pictures to help you solve fraction problems. So I'm going to draw 2 fraction strips under here. I'm gonna try to make them the same size. I would stack them, but it's kind of hard to put in that space. So I got my 2 fraction strips. I'm gonna divide each one into 8 equal parts. So draw a line across this one like this, and a line across this one like this. And then I'm gonna divide those each into 4 equal parts. So split this in half, split this in half, and this in half. It's a little different than I might normally do it just because of the space I have. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and shade. In the first one, I'm going to shade 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the second one, I'll just shade 1/8. And now I can easily compare those. 5/8, if you look at the shaded part of that rectangle, is much greater than 1/8. So I can write my answer. And here 5/8 is greater than 1/8. Now, without drawing the pictures, one thing you can do when you have like denominators, our denominator is 8 or 8ths in both cases, you can just compare the numerator. And since 5 is greater than 1, 5/8 will also be greater than 1/8. Let's go on to the next problem. It's a word problem. It says Donnie has 32 new CDs. So I'm going to underline 32 new CDs. That's one of my knowns. Her CD carrier holds 4 CDs on each page. So 4 CDs on each page. So I'm starting to visualize that, a page, and with 4 CDs on each one. How many pages will she need to hold her CDs? So I could draw pages down here and put a 4 in each one, and then do a count by. So I know the size of the group, but I don't know the number of groups. So this would be 4, and I could continue to draw and skip count until I get to my total, which is 32. So just keep drawing pages with 4 in them and doing my count by underneath, 4, 8, 12. You know what, instead of continuing to draw, I'm just going to keep counting by 4 until I get to 32. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, and finally 28 plus 4 is 32. So how many pages is that? Well, if I count my numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So my answer would be, how many pages will she need to hold her CDs? She will need 8 pages. Now, you might have been able to write a number sentence for this right away. You might have said to yourself, well, there's 32 total CDs, and I need to put 4 on a page, so that's taking 32 and dividing it into groups of 4. So 32 divided by 4. And then again, you could still skip count to get your answer, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, and you would get 8 for your answer. Be a good idea to write that division sentence, even if you just did your skip counting to get your answers, to show that you know it is a division equation. All right, the next one is an area question. We haven't worked on that in a while. Draw square units to show the area of the rectangle. So this says 4 here. So it wants me to draw on the square. So I need 4 rows if there's a 4 on that side. So I'm going to split it in half. And then split each one in half again. So now I do have 4 rows. And now 7 on the top means I'll need 7 columns. So I'm going to draw 6 lines to get 7 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, I did draw square units just like they told me. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 going across the side, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going across the top. In order to find my square units, I could multiply 4 times 7. I could also skip count by 7 4 times, or skip count by 4 7 times. I'm going to show skip counting here. 7, 14. 14 plus 7 gives me 21. Kind of hard to see my numbers. And then 21 plus 7 gives me 28. Okay, so my answer is 28 square units. Probably a quicker way to do that would have just been to write your number sentence, and I'm going to type that so it's a little bit neater. I could have written 4 times 7 equals 28 square units. Okay, typical area question. All right, the next one is multiplying by multiples of 10. So when I see 30 times 1, I look at the hidden fact there. 3 times 1 is 3. And so my answer is 30. Also, if you're multiplying by 1, your answer is always 1 and the same. So I have 1, my other two numbers in my number sentence when I'm multiplying have to be the same number, which is 30. Next one is 60 times 9. My hidden fact is 6 times 9. 6 times 9 is 54. And then I can just add a 0 because I'm multiplying by 6 tens, not 6 ones. My last one, 80 times 5. Well, 8 times 5 is my hidden fact. That is 40. And then I add a 0 because I'm really multiplying by multiples of 10. So 80 times 5 is 400. Okay, moving on to day 2. I know the last time we did this kind of a question, some of you had a misunderstanding. So it says complete the related multiplication facts. So 18 divided by 3, I am missing a factor. So 3 times what will give me 18? So I don't want to write 3 times 18. That will give me a whole different product or total. So 3 times what gives me 18? I can skip count by 3 till I get to 18. 3, 6, 12, 15. Oops, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. Sorry about that. So my answer would be 6. 3 times 6 is 18. 20 divided by 4 is 4 times what equals 20. I'm looking for an unknown factor. So I can skip count by 4 till I get to 20, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. My answer is 5. And then the last one, 45 divided by 9 equals not what? I can say to myself, 9 times what equals 45? So I can skip count by 9 until I get to 45. So it'd be 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. My answer would be 5 there. So remember, with division, you're looking for an unknown factor, and that's why multiplication and division are so closely related. Let's go on to the word problem. Jamie had 4 packages of stickers. So what am I picturing in my mind? 4 packages. Each package had 4 stickers in it. How many stickers did Jamie have? So I can come down here and I can draw a picture with 4 packages. And in each package, I can put 4 stickers. And then I should be able to write a number sentence to solve. Remember, it is a word problem, so you do want to do a read, draw, write. So put 4 inside each one. I can do skip counting, certainly to get my answer. 4, 8, 12, 4 more makes 16. But I can also write a number sentence. I'm going to get my text feature here to make it a little quicker. I have 4 groups of 4 equals 16. So my answer up here would be, how many stickers did Jamie have? She had 16 stickers. All right, our last 2. What is the perimeter of the shape? Well, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides. So I would write equation down here. Remember, P equals, and then I'm going, they didn't give me a unit here. So at the end, I'll just put units, but I'm going to start with this 4 here, and I'll put 4. I'm just going to go clockwise around the shape, plus 3, plus 4, and I'm going to run out of room. Whoops, plus, so 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6 plus 1. So I want to make sure I have my shape at 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure my number sentence has 6 sides I'm adding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very good. And now I've got my answer equals 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 4 more is 11, plus 2 is 13, plus 6 is 19, plus 1 is 20. So it would be 20. And let's put unit after it since they did not give us an answer. So the perimeter of the shape is 20 units. Not square units, because square units is area, would be the inside of the shape. All right, and then our last one, are these equivalent fractions? I'm going to go ahead and write the fraction next to each one. There are 4 equal parts, so my unit is fourths and 1/4 is shaded. And then when I come down here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equal parts, so my unit is eighths, and I have 1/8, 2/8 shaded. And when I look at them visually, they both have the exact same amount of the circle shaded. So are they equivalent fractions? Yes, they are. All we did was double the number of parts. All right, boys and girls, I hope I cleared up any misunderstandings you may have about week 33, AM work, day 1 and day 2.